So this is our third video in how to make a CAD tabbed box. So we're getting there. In this particular video, I'm going to show you all how to extrude both your side and your top and how to save them as different files. So right now what I have open is I have open my side, and I also need to go and open my top. So I'm going to go look for that too. So I'm going to head up to the upper left hand corner, the file that says open. So I've got my side, I need my top. Remember, I am working on Miss Macon's boxes, so that's why I'm going to choose that, because she has the smaller boxes. And you'll notice down at the bottom I can toggle back and forth, so here's my side and here's my top. Now, we need to extrude, and basically what extrude means is to add the third dimension, in our case the Z dimension. So we need to push all of our tabs and the center of our side out. So if you go to the upper left hand corner, if you finished your 3D sketch, or excuse me, finished your 2D sketch, you should now see that you're in the 3D model tab. There's the sketch tab, there's the 3D model tab, and we're going to hit this button called extrude, and then it gives you a pop-up box, and you're going to be making some choices. Now, the tricky thing that I found to this particular file is you have to extrude each rectangle separately. That means the one in the center and all of the tabs. So I wanted to start with my side tabs, so I'm going to do those first. But before I get going with that, I want to change how far out it extrudes. So in other words, we need to figure out how thick this is going to be. Well, we're going to go back to the thickness of the cardboard. So it's going to be 1/8 of an inch. So you can do it this way if you want to. So now we're at the right distance. It also, you can do it decimal wise, that's 0.125 inches. And then these are your choices as to what direction you can extrude it in. Typically you extrude it out. Sometimes you can extrude it backwards. Sometimes you can divide it evenly and go half out and half in. And sometimes you can also do asymmetrical. But we're going to keep it easy and just push it out. Now what you want to do is you want to click everything that's going to be extruded 1/8 of an inch out, remembering that every little rectangle is separate. So here I go. You see it pops out. Isn't that fun? And you do that one, and you do that one, and you do that one. Try not to touch the one in the center, because then you can't see all the ones on the side. And then you want to do the ones on the bottom. I'll show you why in just a second. Again, try not to hit the big rectangle in the center. And then you can hit this one. If you hit the one in the center too quickly, it hides the ones on the far side and on the bottom, and you can't see them to extrude them. So if that happens to you by accident, you can just cancel it and start it all over again. So I'm going along, I'm hitting all my tabs. Don't forget any of them. Okay, done. So I'm going to hit OK. And there you go. Now I have my fully formed file, and it's ready for me to assemble, which I'll show you in just a little bit, but I need to save it. You should save often, so I'm going to hit save. Now I'm going to go over to my top, and I'm just going to do the exact same thing. So there's my top, and again, I'm going to hit extrude because I'm in 3D model mode, and I'm going to change it to 1/8 of an inch. And then I'm going to have to just start clicking the tabs. Be careful not to hit the center. If you see how it's highlighting like that, that's hitting the center. So that's how you know you're up. See, I did it. So I'm just going to hit cancel. And I'm going to start all over again. Not a big deal. I wish there was an easier way to do that, but sometimes there's not. Then I'm going to hit the bottom. Okay, now it's okay for me to hit the center, because I can see all the other little rectangles. And I just have to go finish the rest. Okay, I'm gonna hit OK. Yay! Done. The last thing I'm going to show you in this video is how to save multiple copies of the same file, because remember we have 6 sides of our box and we need a file for each side. So this is my top. I also need to save it as a bottom. So I've already saved. So I've saved the top. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click File. I'm going to go over to the eye and click File, Save As. And I'm just going to rename it Bottom. Now, if you started with your bottom, then just rename it top. Okay, great. You'll notice that now I have the bottom open. I'm going to go over here. This has been saved as side 1, but I also need to save it as side 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to click Save As, and then I'm going to rename it side 2. And then I'm going to click Save, and then I'm going to click Save As, and I'm going to call it side 3. Done. Save, and then one more time. Save As. Side 4. Save. Okay. So now if we go to Open, you'll notice that I have side 1, top, bottom, side 2, side 3, and side 4. So we are all ready to go. So this is the end of this video. In the last video, I'm going to show you how to assemble everything and how to get it to me so that I can print your box.